Your money is going to line Donald Trump's pockets with a brief temporary stop in the coffers of the Secret Service. This is a story in plain sight. It's corruption and kleptocracy. This is not about policy. This is not about the economy or anything other than we have a funnel of taxpayer money into Donald Trump and his family's pockets every single day. And here's how it works. The Secret Service protects Donald Trump. It's part of the Department of Homeland Security. They travel around with Trump everywhere. When Trump stays at his hotels, golfs at his clubs, your taxpayer money, which funds DHS and Secret Service, is used for Secret Service to rent hotels, for them to rent golf carts, to drive around protecting Trump while he golfs. And the money is then just funneled right back into Donald Trump's pockets because these are Donald Trump's businesses. Eric Trump once claimed, we charge the government a discount rate that's our cost just to recoup what it costs us to run the resort. We recently found out that's BS. Mar-a-Lago is charging $650 per room to Secret Service. That's more than their cost, you can be sure. At Trump Bedminster, Secret Service paid $17,000 to rent a cottage for a month, even though Trump never spent a night there as president. And I want to go back to something from Trump's time between election and inauguration back in 2016. Trump famously held this press conference standing in front of big stacks of paper where he said, look, here's all the paperwork. We're taking me out of my businesses. I won't be running them, all of this nonsense. And of course, no one got to look at those stacks of paper in front of Trump. But the concept was laughable because whatever they were doing, unless Trump was actually selling his interests in those businesses, he knows that these are his businesses. He knows that he and his family make money off of them. There's no way to put in a blind trust these business entities in an effective way since Trump knows which hotels he owns. He's aware of where he's staying when he goes and travels somewhere. The mere idea that Trump was doing something to eliminate the conflicts of interest with his businesses was a joke from day one. And now you and I and all of us are simply funding it as Trump's Secret Service protection is lining Trump's own pockets. We use the term kleptocracy. That's what this is. Kleptocracy is a government by those who seek chiefly status and personal gain at the expense of the governed. We're at the height of kleptocracy. We've got a lifelong grifter continuing the grift as president. The Republicans don't care. They regularly dine with Trump at his restaurants and hotels. They're supporting it. And there's no accountability on the horizon. These are violations of the Constitution. This violates the emoluments clause when foreign dignitaries come to the U.S. and say, let's stay at Trump's hotel to ingratiate ourselves with him. But if his base doesn't care, no one's going to do a thing about it. And the big conclusion, the surprising one, isn't that a person who is corrupt their whole life is continuing to be corrupt as president. That's not surprising. The news here is that when the framers set up checks and balances, they assumed the president would be a person of substance. At the time, they probably would have said a man of substance. Someone who would never flout all the rules the way Donald Trump is doing. The checks and balances aren't strong enough because the framers never imagined a president would come along and get himself elected who would then exploit every aspect of those checks and balances. Donald Trump, if he's done anything positive, he has exposed the cracks in the system. Maybe we should be grateful, I guess, as long as we fix it and get him the hell out. I'm not currently willing to bet that that's the most likely outcome, but we will see come November. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Vincero Watches. They're giving my audience 15% off your entire order when you go to davidpakman.com/watch. Maybe you don't usually wear a watch and you've been thinking about looking for one to elevate your look, or you've been thinking about replacing the one you have. Check out Vincero. It's an American company. All of their watches are built in small batches from high-end materials. They look amazing. And they look like something you'd spend a lot of money on, but every Vincero watch ranges from $150 to $300. I went on their website and picked out the Kairos in white and silver. Really love the look, the combination of the white face and the beige band. Really love this one. They also sent me the Kairos limited release gold reserve set. Totally different style. This one would make a fantastic gift for a couple people I can think of in my family. Anytime you see me wearing a watch on the show, I'm wearing a Vincero watch. Go through their collection. I know you'll find something you like, and you'll get 15% off when you go to davidpakman.com slash watch.